bounties this way, but why not?
The fear of death keeps mortals well in check. You'd best learn to fear something yourself, you hear me, boy?
Fear is for the weak. Thanks, Daedalus.
Of the earth and know its warmth. But there is no such warmth up here, young Zagreus. You truly wish to feel the bitter cold of the outside.
Cooled me off. No thanks. I can slay you all. How many now? Thank the gods. Going in. Where am I?
You have met many of the Olympians by now, each spurring you toward their mountaintop. They place such value on familial bonds, but none of them remember who I am. Do not place too much faith in that little son of Hades. shall have it.
He's that damn wretched sneak. See you next time, I'm sure.
My little Hades, you brandish Exegriff, the rail of adamant. That weapon's power was so terrifying that we sealed it away. Oh well, surely its mortal damning secret shall be safely guarded in your hands.
Let's make some waves, right, Uncle? Set.
Make it to Olympus, we'll go hunting sometime, you and I, you know? I like being on my own and all, but it's been nice talking to you like this.
Thing, my kin. It solves so many different problems whilst perpetuating its own inevitability. Let's keep it up then,
What a surprise.
Hey, sir.
Now you be careful out there, Highness. The kindly Megara is out for blood. She kept on groaning about the last exchange between the two of you. You must have showed her good.
I think I might have gotten lucky.
Then here you go.
Cheers, mate. Where now? One Fury Sister coming up. Hello, Tisiphone.
Murder, 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 murder!
Glad that's over. Well, Father. I'll just go on up. The Asphodel Meadows. Ready. Easy.
Chilly up here lately, cuz. We've Demeter to thank for that. Me, I try to stay out of her way. She doesn't think I'm of much help to her. Although, I'm sure she's warm to you, at least.
Faster than ever. Get me out of here. You want to die again? Grant me strength. Palm down. Look, Eurydice, I promise not to bother you with this each time, but you should know your husband's shattered by what happened with the two of you. He's genuinely sorry, and he loves you very deeply still, I'm sure of it.
And what am I supposed to do with that, Your Royal Majesty?
I don't know yet. Though you know what? You shouldn't take my word for it. You should take his.
Don't think I'll be running into him anytime soon, from what I understand. But you're the Hades kid. You want to pull some strings on our behalf? Go right ahead, I guess. But I won't hold my breath. Even if I could. That can be arranged.
Wow,
Later
that's
then,
good.
Yeah?
Away we go. message. More coming. Almost finished with these. I accept this message. I accept this message. Here's the fee. Yum. Hydra, I feel like we're just not getting through to one another here. look so green. Not yet. Not now. Cavalry army. That'll do. More long spears. I'm empty. Let myself open. In the name of Hades. I'll pay for that. The Bull of Minos.
Well, Short One, it seems I must attempt to maim you here so that the king and I might finally stop you at the gates.
You know, you hurt me with this Short One business almost as much as with that axe. Why isn't Theseus Short One? We're the same height.
No, the king is greater. He is the greatest king of Athens. What are you? A willful son of a fickle god. I am beneath your father's notice, and you are beneath the king's. Now fight me.
There we go. Cheers for the fight. Lady Artemis. All right.
For eternity, all I have to think on is a few bright glimpses that I spent with him all by myself. Something the matter there, stranger? Or have you come to torment me some more with idle chat?
You know Achilles, don't you, sir? You're Patroclus. Achilles serves us at my home. He trained me. He sends you his regards and love. He says to tell you he is thinking of you always.
That name. So then you've seen him, have you? In your father's house? And want me to believe he said all that? You'll forgive me if I am a little skeptical. In life, I left Achilles, and in death, he left me. We're even. And we've nothing left to say to one another now.
But that can't possibly be true. There must be some misunderstanding here. You haven't spoken since you died?
We haven't, no. And I don't think we shall. But you can humor him for me, I guess. Tell him I'm doing perfectly all right, won't you?
They're making me choose.
Why, thank you.
Is coming for you, Zagreus. And I'm afraid you've brought it on yourself.
Have mercy, Demeter. She can't stay mad forever. Rot.
Winter's gone for now, young Zagreus, and so take heart. But also, you take heed.
Winter, that's when it's cold or something, right? smoke spears. He's trying to respawn. Ready. Not yet. Uncle Poseidon. The sea god's might.
You again? Attack us if you dare, blackguard. Asterius and I stand ready. The roaring of the crowd fills me with strength. You truly think you shall withstand our unsurpassable bullhorn technique? I swear I'll get you yet.
Who's champion now? Hope you enjoyed the show. That was Elysium. Almost out of here. take this one. Lucky find. Keep searching. All these tunnels. Hey, a satyr sack already. A special treat for Cerberus. A quiet taste. Something I can use. I can use this.
vigilant Cerberus decides to look the other way this once.
I owe you one, boy. Nice night, no?
It grew distinctly colder just as you arrived. So Demeter has been in contact with you then. That witch. Tell me how much she knows.
What? I don't... Wait, this everlasting winter, it's her doing, isn't it? Why? Don't mortals die when it's cold? Sounds like a lot of extra work for you.
Then you are ignorant. Keep it that way with her, lest you risk everything you understand. The consequences will be far worse than a foul stretch of weather. But enough talk now.
I'm out.
Beware, boy.
Loaded up.
What shall it take for you to cease making me face you here?
It'll take you getting out of my blasted way.
You cannot talk to me that way.
Well, I just did.
You won't do it again.
Not now.
Ares beholds the violence.
No. Darkness.
There.
Enough. That blasted.
Oh, I'm hit. Let me go.
Even my wretches don't want you to leave. Perish. I thought Achilles taught you to be quick. Blast. No matter how many times you beat me, we're family. There's no escaping that. Why, you... Ow.
I did it. Found you. Mother isn't far. I'm here.
My son.
I'm here, Mother.
I could not stand it on Olympus, Zagreus. The blustering, the posturing. My overbearing mother. None of it. I would have left the mountain voluntarily, except...
Except Father absconded with you, didn't he? Dragged you down with him into the underworld. So if Olympus were to find that out, I shudder to think of the consequences.
That fool is trying to protect me even now. It wasn't he who absconded with me, my son. And it's more complicated even than that. I was content to leave, willing to make my life within the underworld, with your father.
I dare not ask who did bring you to Father then. So essentially you ran away from home to live with him. I mean no disrespect, but did you realize what you were getting yourself into?
We have a tendency to be impetuous when we are younger, Zagreus. I heard all about your father before we met. Admired paintings of him. It was very awkward at first, but he had a bluntness I fancied. A sense of principle. I much preferred him to his brothers, I can tell you that.
So, then you secretly left Mount Olympus to be with the god of the dead in the underworld, and Olympus never found out. What do you suppose would happen if they did?
I think there would be war between Olympus and your father, Zagreus, if they found out. Especially now, after all this. And after all this time. They slew their parents once. If the Titans could be wiped from this world, so can we all.
So it makes sense. If Father, he agrees with you and thinks that leaving you in hiding here, that it's the only way he can prevent that war.
I can see how your father, shrewd but also single-minded as he was, might have followed such a line of reasoning as that. Oh, Zagreus. What have I done?
No. What have I done? I can't. Oh, I need to fix this.
Darn natural causes got you once again there, didn't they? Well, you show them next time. Would you do that for me, huh?
Sure.
I was looking all over for you.
Father, have you ever considered that Orpheus might be much better as a court musician if you permitted him to see his muse again?
I have considered many possibilities, boy. And I trust Orpheus considered many possibilities before he signed away his rights to see his so-called muse when once he invaded my realm.
So you're forcing him to stay here for eternity just because he signed a contract with you?
Contracts with me are binding, until such time as they dig themselves out of the archives and tear themselves up. And I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Who knows? They might surprise you. Achilles, if a friend of yours were in need of assistance, but the only way you could assist them was to somehow change the terms of an ancient pact Father probably forced on them, what would you do?
I would be very careful, above all. Do you understand, lad? I would not wish to make things any worse. How many pacts such as the one you're thinking of are buried back in the administrative chamber there? Even your father can't keep track. Although, perhaps Nyx can.
Nyx, you're right. She knows everything. Wouldn't hurt to ask her, I suppose.
Just watch yourself. No use in trying, lad.
Moaning and groaning.
I must confess something to you, my friend. My mind still wanders to Eurydice quite often, and my memories of her, despite my best attempts to move along with my existence here. I would call it a fatal flaw, except I am already dead.
Don't torture yourself, mate. You've been through enough, as has she. You still care for one another, just don't have a way to get the point across. But I have an idea.
I too once had ideas, Zagreus. Ideas and inspirations. It was so very wonderful to have a muse.
I know.
Wait. Child, quickly now, before you go. I know how all of this must look.
know that I was true to her, Persephone, and that I think fondly on the time she spent with us.
Of course, Nyx. Though, why did she really leave the underworld, do you think? Besides, because of me. So what if she thought I died at birth?
She did not feel that she belonged. It was a very difficult adjustment she was forced to make. And she feared that she would inevitably end up caught between Olympus and this realm. That she might start a war.
A war? Wars have been fought for less, I understand. And Father must have been a real burden, too.
You do not know. Ask her yourself about her time with him. But I have already said too much.
You've said more than enough. I'll see you, Nyx.
Prince? The way you look so sad sometimes when you come back in here out of the pool of sticks. Is everything okay? Because if there was something I could do...
Oh, it's nothing for you to be concerned about, Dusa. I'm just having a harder time fighting my blasted way out of this place than I anticipated. If you'll excuse my language.
Oh, This is silly, but I had no idea anybody could be you. I mean, the prince? Greater than the mighty Achilles, more cunning than his father, faster than Hermes? But you're just struggling, like me?
I am. And that stuff you heard about me isn't true.
Oh.
Could maybe use some rest. Exegriff, you and I have been through a lot.
The heavy-sleeping underworld prince arises, with the feeling that the brief nap he intended as a respite from the rigors of the day or night apparently was none too brief at all.
I'm late for work. Father's going to kill me.
Responsibility-rejecting Zagreus strides down his father's hall, quite unconcerned about the urgency with which he is expected to behave under a set of circumstances such as this.
Going as fast as I can, you hurry up.
The door to the administrative chamber beckons just beyond the hall. The prince perchance believes that he may enter quietly, without drawing the notice of those laboring within.
You better not give me away, old man.
Suggest you hurry in there, lad.
Sorry.
The day or night's duties are sheer simplicity itself. At least at first, as when the prince simply signs in to signal the commencement of a shift.
Oh, gods.
Get on with your responsibility.
The often failing prince attempts to sort the ledgers in the fashion necessary for the proper keeping of his father's realm.
Damn it.
The hard-laboring shades responsible for the administration of the prince's father's realm merely look on at the prince's ill-fated attempts.
Oh, come on.
The relaxation-loving prince never paid suitably enough attention to learn properly how to arrange the record bookings of the regions of his father's realm.
Doesn't make
this set of delicate responsibilities is easily achieved, at least by someone capable and trained to do the work, unlike the oft-distracted underworld prince.
What?
A careful record must be kept of all expenses paid within the house. A delicately handled tabulation process, which the prince is ill-equipped to fully undertake.
Incorrect.
Records of expired house contractor renovations line a desk in the administrative chamber, though the prince has absolutely no desire now to organize them alphabetically by date.
None whatsoever, yes.
Security reports concerning failed escape attempts from Tartarus require timely verification and official response, neither of which Prince Zagreus is fit to give.
Enough, boy. Wrap it up.
At last, the work-disliking prince records a summary of the results of his attempts to be of any use to the administrative needs of his grim father's house.
Okay, I'm done. So, can I go yet, Father?
Not only were you late again, but then you also failed to perform even the simplest tasks that I had asked repeatedly that you complete. How many chances do you need at this? I am too lenient with you.
Too lenient? Instead of lambasting me non-stop, have you considered maybe training me some more to do this fascinating work to your satisfaction? You'll forgive me if I didn't memorize every laborious detail the last time you performed your monologue about how all this works.
Excuse me? If I'm not mistaken, you're deflecting your incompetence toward me? As though the goddess of wisdom herself has come to aid you in your time of need. I could replace you here and now with any number of simple shades hungry to work here.
Then why don't you? I don't want any of this. I'm not the one who drew the short lot with your brothers and got stuck here forever. Why am I having to do this senseless parchment pushing for you?
Why are you stuck? You're not. You're fired. I was wrong to think you were prepared to take on any responsibility at all. And don't you ever invoke your uncles here again, or I'll have you cast into the lowest pits of Tartarus. Now get out of my administration and my sight.
Hey, room, I'm back. At least I can't be late for that job anymore.
Oh, hey. So, pal, my sources tell me that you made it pretty far, which means my usefulness is coming to an end.
Your usefulness? What, you just mean the standing around letting me lay into you with whatever vicious attack sequence I fancy at the time?
Yeah, once you achieve your goal, my contract's up. You won't need me anymore.
But only if I leave for good, isn't that right? So if I stuck around, you'd stay here too?
Probably, but wait, you're really gonna stay?
Sure looks that way.
Huzzah!
What infernal forge created you? Done.